Yeah, StrongIsland.com.
Yes. We are back with the weekly show.
Back with the weekly show.
That's right.
F.L.O.W.Z in the building.
That's right. F.L.O.W.Z, and I'm here with L.A.
That's right. What does F.L.O.W.Z stand for again?
Once again, it's an acronym. F.L.O.W.Z stands for Flawless Lyrics Over Wisdom Zeal. It's an acronym, but it also means flows, like my lyrics flow like water.
Zeal. I like that. Zeal. Nice.
That's right. That's right. So what's going on, LA, man? How's your week,
much, man? Crazy busy. I'm just hectic day today. You know, Thursday's a big day. We got 2 big shows.
That's right.
Trying to get stuff done during the day, and it's just Thursdays are rough for me, man. So I try.
Okay,
so doing the best I can, you know. But
That's
can't complain, man. Better busy than not busy, you know. So.
And listen, I'm about to say it's always good to be busy, not to be busy.
Exactly.
It's always good.
No doubt.
But yeah, that's what's up. At least we maintain. I'm glad you pulled everything through. We're here. We got the listeners here. We got the supporters.
We're looking good. We got the new graphics.
I'm about to say, I see everything's at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, man. Nice.
I'm loving it.
We're moving up. We're moving up. Like the Jeffersons.
Yeah, we definitely are. I'm about to say that. Moving on up to the east side. Finally got a piece of mind.
We're south side, but we are moving up. No doubt.
We're definitely moving up at the end of the day.
Let's get into it, man. Question of the day.
That's right. So you're here with the F.L.O.W.Z One Eye Open question of the day. The question is privacy really private? I'm going to say that one more time. Is privacy really private? LA, you got any thoughts on it? Just off the question before I say anything?
You know how I always like to let you
say something
since
first.
It's your question, your topic of the day.
Not a problem.
I like to hear how you know. And
I want to start it off.
So I know where you're going, and then I absorb, and then I'll let you know how I feel.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start off like this, like talking about cell phones, computers, laptops, iPhones, iPads, anything that's connected to the internet, Kindles. It's a lot of things that we put on there in order for us to register, like a domain name, an address, an email address, a phone number, sometimes maybe a social security number if you're paying for something. But at the end of the day, are we really safe by putting this information on the internet? Because basically, a lot of people don't know is as soon as you put your stuff on the computer and you give it to these, you register for any, like I said, an email address, it's anyone can see them. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, your personal information is exposed for 24 hours a day, every day to anyone, anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like right now, we're thinking like, all right, I'm only giving it to my insurance company. I'm only giving it to like Facebook. I'm only giving it to Twitter. Everything that we do is somebody is looking at it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we're going to say the big brother or the eye, or you got hackers too, because hackers get into all of that stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So now what they're saying is, there's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, speculation. They're saying ID thieves can use Facebook to receive your data. Some advocates are being extremely secure and private and sharing as little as possible if you want your network. But at the end of the day, that defeats the purpose, because you want to network with a lot of people, but you can't put your face, you can't put your face, any pictures, you can't put certain things on there because you're scared that somebody can hack it or something like that. Like it to me, it's crazy. But I got one fact, you know what I'm saying? In 2009, there were 11 million people that were affected by identity theft. So that's the reason why I brought up the question: is privacy really private? Mm-hmm. Because like I said, once somebody takes certain things, like let's say once they get your date of birth, social security number, and your name, they can make a fake ID. They have everything. You know what I'm saying? So like goes from computers, phones, credit cards. It goes with anything that can be connected with a computer.
Yeah. Well, anytime anything can go digital, you're basically putting it out there for theft.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing that happened with music and with movies and now books.
I'm about to say books, exactly.
So anything that can be converted to digital information, it can be stolen. And when you're doing a transaction online or it is secure. Mm-hmm. But the problem is at certain points it could be hacked by somebody. The criminals are getting incredibly intelligent with the you know, I hear stories like they're on the side of the George Washington Bridge or somewhere, you know, with a laptop, just picking off cell phone numbers and information right out of the air as people are going into New York City.
They have this other thing where you have people they put in this little slot thing. It's at the gas stations.
It's a fake slider.
It's a fake slider. No, they put it over the slider, but it takes all your information and transfers it straight to theirs. That's why I never use. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell everybody that's a Strong Island supporter, anybody that's here, do not swipe at the gas station. If you can, go in. Don't do it right there at the pump, because they actually have these things they put over the swiper, and it's actually it automatically sends your information to the people that's basically stealing it. That put the stuff on there.
Yeah, it could get stolen in a lot of places too, because even, you know, back in old school days, when you used to have to write down the information and then call it in or go through the terminal, you know, you could have taken it there. I think it's just the theft of it has gotten really high, and it's kind of easier now, right? I mean, rather than getting dirty and stuff, I guess this is what they call white collar crime.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, and basically, it's, you know, it's not really. It's kind of like bookkeeping and kind of paperwork and nice and clean, stealing money.
I'm about to say stealing millions, but they're doing it in such a, how you want to say it, like finesse way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to say finesse like I'm condoning that. Like I want to let everybody know I'm not condoning.
All right, we got a call.
I think we have a caller. Let's see what's going on. Caller, are you there? StrongIsland.com.
Hi. Actually, I think this is a good question, because it can go so many different ways. But if we're talking about data retrieval and data entry, absolutely, your privacy is not private. And I kind of disagree to an extent with LA. When you said your information is secure, it is not secure. No matter what information you put in a digital arena, it is not secure.
It's supposed to be secure.
You can have LifeLock. You can have so many different things. But as all of you guys have been saying, or as I've been hearing, the phrase of the day is, at the end of the day, any of those companies that you've sold your information to or you've given your information to thinking you were doing it privately and they were protecting you, at the end of the day, these companies, if they go bust, or there are people out there who are waiting to buy this information from those companies. So your information is not secure at all.
No, it's supposed to be, though.
Yeah, and that's what he was saying. He said it's supposed to be.
It opens up into people are selling the lists or selling the information or losing the information, and but it, you know, technically it's supposed to be secure. But you're right, absolutely, it's not. It's not.
Just to piggyback off what you and LA just said, they're saying that the most important things for a lot of consumers to know is that the financial institutions can share their non-public personal information, which is all our account information. So that means such as credit limits, account balances, and what type of products or services they purchase. Now, this is with others. Now, here's a key fact. If financial institutions want to sell that information to this is what it's called, an unaffiliated third party, they can do that. And the thing is, they have, unfortunately, right now, they have no, how can I say, they don't have to really tell the patron, or they don't have to tell the customer. You know what I'm saying? Like they kind of it's like some kind of loophole where they can do that.
Yeah.
And it's bad, but that right now, every time you, like I said, let's see if you go into a cell phone company, you're buying a new cell phone, you're giving them certain things. They want your social security number, they want your name, they want everything.
You know what? You're 100% correct. And think about the social network that everyone is on, Facebook. And I'm not saying anything bad about Facebook to anyone who's listening. Facebook is wonderful. However, there's always a however. However, any information you put in Facebook belongs to Facebook. It's no longer yours. I don't care how many settings you can go into to say remain private, only my friends. Facebook owns it. Yeah. So anytime you think you can walk away with that information and it's no longer there, wrong.
Oh,
that information belongs to them.
When you sign up to Facebook, it says that in the fine
and that's
print,
the thing.
But nobody reads.
I'm going to say that everybody just agrees. Nobody. I'm going to tell you like this, and I'm knocking on wood because I'm going to start reading it, but I always just agree and never read what it's saying. And like, so I'm a victim myself because I'm not reading, and
Nobody reads that. It would take like an hour to read that.
I just
And
like,
they know that. That's why they do it.
That's why they put it way somewhere in the middle where you gotta,
and they
specifically
make it
get
real
in.
small too, so it gets harder to read.
That's exactly what they do it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But one thing I will say though is they have a thing called the Financial Modernization Act, and what it's supposed to do is help customers understand how their banks, insurance companies, and other financial institutions handle personal information and give them some kind of control over that. So that's basically saying that with this act, they passed this in July 1st, 2001. After that, every business is supposed to give the customer the right to say no. But the thing is, this the only thing. We can't say no to a question that they don't ask. You know what I'm saying? You notice most businesses won't ask you that question because they know most people are going to say no.
Did you? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Cola.
Did you guys do you realize that when you're applying for a job, that they can actually go into your credit history through Facebook? Now, Facebook, first of all, you're applying for a job. Technically, your skills are supposed to matter more than anything. Mm-hmm. Today, your social network matters more than anything.
Yeah, because they
look at
know
your social network, who you're affiliated with, what you're doing, what kind of pictures you're posting. They look at, what friends you're affiliated with, and they look at your credit history.
Very true.
Yeah.
Does my credit history have anything to do with the kind of employee I'm going to become?
No, it doesn't.
Not at all. Either your credit
Unless
history
you're handling the money.
Or no, but I said now if you're handling the money, it's a little different because they're like, well, every picture I see, she's always drinking, and whatever. They might think that she's, they might go towards like, oh, she's always going to use her money towards liquor.
This girl's
or
crazy.
Like that. Exactly. But on the other side, it's like it shouldn't matter what I'm doing because this is my personal life, and unfortunately, I mean, a lot of people are broadcasting it too much. You know what I'm saying? Like on Facebook and on Twitter, because I want to like another little fact that I found out is that they're saying that they actually have like Twitter and Facebook, they have these regulations and rules. And like I said, a lot of people don't know, but they're saying like for Twitter, if you post other people's private and confidential information, it's a violation of the Twitter rules. So, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they're not saying that you can't take that information. You know what I'm saying? They're just saying like, you see what I'm saying? How like they trying to leave the loophole? They're not saying that you can't take it. They're just saying you can't post it and put it on somebody else's Facebook, on somebody else's Twitter profile or something like that.
You know what? One of the other reasons why I say privacy is not private, I'm going to take you two different areas, and this is why I said this is a very good question, because there are so many different ways you can go with this. Mm-hmm. One being, let's start with, I know you guys done this topic before because I was participating in it, but let's start with celebrities. Okay. Celebrities have no privacy. You know that.
Talking about, unfortunately, rest in peace to Whitney Houston.
Yeah, love her dearly. God knows it killed me. Mm-hmm. It killed me. That she's no longer. It kills me. She's no longer
on this earth, unfortunately.
However, I know that's for the second half of the other show, so I'm not going to go there. But I'm just going to say celebrities.
Exactly.
They have no privacy. That's one direction. Mm-hmm. The other direction is me, myself, personally, when America started outsourcing all of the computer work, mm-hmm. data entry, and all of our work, when they started outsourcing it to other countries, they steal and are stealing and are yet continuing to steal our information. And I'm a perfect example. Okay. I had a credit card, an American Express credit card. Yes, American Express, I love you, so I'm mentioning your name. American Express credit card that, fortunately, I have protection on it. And they called me immediately and say, someone in Dubai, have you been in Dubai? I said, who? Who? They said, Dubai, have you been in Dubai? No, I have not. Well, someone in Dubai is using your credit card and they've charged over $5,000. And I said, absolutely not. Fortunately, because I have a protection on all my cards, they stopped it, gave me a new one, and stopped that one. Whether they got their money back or not, I don't know, but I was protected for that nth of a degree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's the thing. A lot of people don't really know about the protection sometimes. You don't know that you can actually put some protection on it because a lot of people think it won't happen to them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, well, it can. It just happened to me. And I just want to thank you for calling. We're going to get another call. I couldn't get to it, so I'm hoping they call back. Actually, here they are right now. So thank you for calling. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, caller.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
All right.
StrongIsland.com. How you doing?
Yeah, Strong Island. Salute, Flows.
Oh, salute. How you doing?
Salute, LA.
Oh, hey,
Okay.
Tara. How you doing? Okay, you shut your computer? Good, because I heard that echo for a second. Thank you.
Yeah, you want me to sit down?
Yeah,
we
mute
appreciate it.
We can hear it in the background.
Okay,
All right.
I'm calling in on the question of the day.
Okay.
Cool.
And it's kind of funny because a few days ago, I realized in reference to the Google sites and the Bing sites and things like that, how you type your name in and
Can you repeat that? We can't.
Think socially is like private web. It's coming up comments.
Tara, real quick question.
Yeah.
Can you move wherever you're at? Because you're going in and out. Like, I don't know if you're losing surface.
We lost it.
We can't really hear you.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me try to move around. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds good where you are now.
Yeah, I said wherever you're at now, that was perfect. I heard everything you said.
Oh, I think we lost her.
Okay, well, wherever you
should call
move.
back.
But yeah, what she's saying is 100% true because I was actually talking to Traction and LA and Miss Cookie earlier before the show. And then I remember back in the day when I was in high school and I first found out if you put your name into Google and like if you pay any kind of bill, like a house note or any kind of phone bill, you're actually on Google and it actually has a star on your actual house. Like for your address, it shows where you're at. And anybody that knows Google knows that there's a Google map.
That's with Google Earth, yeah. StrongIsland.com.
Yes, hi, it's Tara. I'm calling back. I guess the call dropped.
Yeah, how you doing, Tara?
I'm good.
Good.
I was just I was going over the fact that I did realize that through Google and sites like that, your privacy is basically being breached. Things that you think aren't there are actually there. I kind of gave it a little thought today, and I wrote some things down. So I just wanted to outline, like, even the cameras. There's an upside, having cameras everywhere. It can stop crimes, things like that. But the downside is it's breaching innocent people's privacy.
Exactly.
You may be doing something camera. It could be something silly. It could be anything, but it's there because it's guaranteed. I did do the speak on the credit checks too. And the upside is, if you have good credit, they find that out, and you're basically privy to whatever they want up front with the promise to pay back. The downside is if you have bad credit, it shines a negative light on you as a person, and it can give absolute strangers have the right, I guess, to kind of pull this thing up, just a job or anything you could be applying for. The criminal background check. In an instant with me, it was a time when they did a criminal background on me, and it was even like an arrest record. It was an old arrest record where it was something trespassing, but it happened to be my family's house. Even though it was thrown out, it was still in that background, So it didn't say like I was found innocent. It just said it was, dismissed. And then again, like the internet and Google and stuff, the GPS. Not safe.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm about to say you got GPSs, you got don't forget about you got the tolls, you got Easy Pass. Like, see, everything, it's a whole bunch of things. Like you got some things like Google, or like if you use your credit card on the computer, that automatically is traced by somebody. Like I said, you have hackers that can get all your information from your laptop. It's always something that can be used, and it can be used against you.
Well, it's leaving a digital trace of all your financial records and your payments and your histories and everything.
Yeah, everything like that. And I don't know if they have it in New York, but in Philly, they have like light things. And say you go to a red light here. The next thing you know, in the mail, you're getting this photo of you going through the red light.
Yeah, we definitely
the time, the day. You know what I mean?
Listen, we definitely had the little camera on top of the light, because all you see is a flash. You're like, oh, somebody got caught. Somebody just tried to run through that, and somebody got caught. Seen the flash. I'm like, I hope it wasn't me.
You see that? It light up the whole street when it flashed.
That's right. Yeah, so yeah, they do have them out here. I've seen a couple of them, and thing is, I've seen the flash. So I was hoping it wasn't me, making sure it was somebody else.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
I live like in the area I live. They're up and down the area where I live, and I did get a ticket one time for doing that. But then when I went to court, it's like a second or so that they gave, whereas if you went through the light, you were, okay.
Okay.
It's just we're being taped, we're being recorded, we're being I don't know, just basically stalked.
Well, just to piggyback on what you said earlier about, like, I mean, you're 100% right on the fact that it is a positive side of having all the cameras around, because if something was to go wrong, then they can kind of like sequence it between from the different corners and the different cameras on each corner in each building.
Right.
So like I say, if somebody gets hurt, robbed, or hit, you know what I'm saying, they'll know which cameras, you know what I'm saying, to look at. So I definitely agree with you on that side. But I also agree on the other part that you said was it actually invades a lot of innocent people's lives. Like myself, I feel like a lot of the times the camera is on me. Like, and I'm like, for what? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right now on Strong Island, I love this camera. This is different.
Well,
you know
we're voluntarily choosing.
I'm about to say this is like this is what we want supporters. We want listeners.
That camera
exactly.
On you, but you know what I mean? It's not when you don't want it on you. And yeah, it's good. Like, you even notice when the news down there solving the crime, because they can kind of like follow you from when you left that store to the next corner to the next corner. But then also that standing there, that when the criminal or whatever passed, you're also on that camera, doing whatever you may have just been doing, and thinking it's private. Even in all the stores now, my little daughter, she'll look up, there's a camera, like the kids are even paying attention, and there's just no privacy anymore. And I found that out the hard way in reference to when I Googled my name. Yeah. And I found out, like, oh, okay, all this is coming up that, I'm thinking I'm doing on my own or, in a private fashion. And no, even things that don't associate themselves with me are coming up in reference to my name.
You can't choose what's out there. Once it's out there, it's out there. So you can't choose what to show, what not to show. It's out there. It's digital. It's not on paper anymore. Once it's digital, it can get copied and copied and copied, and that's it. But Tara, thank you for calling. We got another call, so I want to keep it rolling.
Good show. I'm going to go back and continue to watch and listen to the other callers.
All right, thank you.
You guys have a good night.
All right,
good
salute.
Night.
All right.
Night.
Bye.
Hello, caller.
Strong.
I'm calling to call about the privacy being private.
Yes.
Oh, how you doing, caller? So what is your basically what do you think about the whole privacy? Is it really private?
No, it's not private. Only because I know there was a time when I had paid my girlfriend's cell phone bill for her, and I thought that was a done deal. She paid me back the money, and then like the next month, I guess my information was still in the system, and they paid her bill with a credit card like once again.
Oh wow! And you didn't give them the consent?
No, I didn't give them the information. So I would think every time you pay a bill, you should have to input that information like each and every time. But it was like automatically in the system, and they automatically paid her bill with my credit card.
Yeah. You know what's so funny about that? I was just thinking about, like, you just triggered something in my head about, that's exactly why I never say remember my password or remember anything on the computer. Even though it's probably in there somehow.
Yeah, no, I never
but I want to make it
never.
Yeah, I'm about to say I want to make it as hard as possible for you to find it, because once you say remember it or something like that, like with a credit card or anything or password, it's like it's basically automatically there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying on that. So now, is there anything the credit card company could do for you, or like what happened?
It just worked out that my girlfriend realized what happened and she paid me back the money. But in the event that, let's just say, she was grimy and she didn't, I would have to go through my credit card company to dispute the charges. Ray, yada yada yada. So that just goes to show you that your privacy is not really private, because they store that in the system.
No, it's not. Yeah, and I just, within the past year, I've had 3 of my credit cards hacked, and purchases were made. I did get the money back eventually, but it was an inconvenience. I had to wait like 10 days. So it's not cool. But now, like for now, it never happened to me till last year, and then it happened to me twice. So now I'm just like really like, man,
what's going on? Yeah,
I'm like scared to have my money in there.
And so
pretty much.
Go ahead, Cola.
They don't even give you a warning. Like, you can, sign up for something that might be $1, but then next they're charging your account, like, for the next month, $9.99 a month. Yeah. And you don't even know what these charges are related to. So it's just like,
You got to be aware. You got to check your bank statement every day. You should log on every morning and check it, because that's what happens. It like I didn't look for a couple days, and then I could have,
It accrued stuff. Certain things.
Yeah, because they get away with it once, and if nobody says anything, then they do a few more. They always try like 1 or 2 small ones first. So always check. Be aware of what you have in there and what transactions are going on.
Definitely, I was definitely going to say that because your bank statements, credit card statements, everything. Because one thing, that's why I know I don't like credit cards, but I know sometimes I might pay with a debit. But with a debit, I always I get my receipt first off because I want to make sure he didn't overcharge me. You know what I'm saying? Try to pocket some money out of the register, right? But and also the other thing is, because they can do it every time if they get, like, you know what I'm saying, if they see you put your PIN in, or they can write the number down or anything. You know what I'm saying? Because like once you give them your credit card, you got to swipe. They swipe it for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I try not to do too much debit and anything like that. And I always look at my bank statement like every time I go to the ATM just to make sure, like, hold on, that doesn't look right, or this doesn't look right.
Yeah, you definitely gotta check it.
Yeah, you have to 24/7 because, like I said, what I was saying earlier, they have certain spots. If you go like an ATM, matter of fact, it's not only, I said that earlier, it's not only a gas station that they put these fake slots on where you could slide your credit card through. They put them at ATM machines, gas stations, anywhere where it's a way for you to swipe your credit card. That's where they're putting it. So you have to watch out what's going on.
Yeah,
like it's a lot of things going on.
Well, there's a lot of theft, and especially during these times, there's more and more people trying to, steal shit. So
yeah.
But all right. So, Cola, anything you'd like to say before we let you go?
No, just shout out to the station, and just everybody be careful with your credit cards. They're not playing. $9.99 a month times 12. That's $120 a month. A year to make off of somebody.
Yes,
just
you're right.
Be careful.
Thank you so much for calling.
True.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate it. Salute.
All right, you too.
All right, let's keep it rolling. We got one more call. StrongIsland.com.
Hi.
How you doing?
Caller just before me calling had an excellent point. Again, I was another victim. I was a victim of some company I had never heard of charging my American Express card every month for 4 years. And when I didn't realize it until 4 years later, because I had just assumed it was my AOL account. And I just assumed that because it was such a small amount. I assumed it was my AOL account. It took me 4 years later. I said, let me just check on this. Why am I still paying this, and why is it this amount? And that's when I called AOL. I called American Express, and they said, oh, no, it's not us. It's someone else. That's when I called the people. And I told them, I said, who are you? And how do you have my information? And how is it that you're charging me $9.99 for 4 years every month? Well, I fought it, and I called them. I spoke to their manager and went back and forth. They credited back to my account 4 years worth of $9.99 every month. It was unbelievable.
So funny about that, caller, real quick, I just want to chime in, is that's what I was saying about the unaffiliated third party. Your information is sold to somebody else, like a broker, a networking, people that search sites and everything. So these people sell it to the other company, and now they're selling you all kind of products. They're sending you anonymous emails. They're sending you information about your credit card, or they're using your credit card against you.
Yeah.
All right. So listen.
Okay, I'm not going to stay on any longer. I'm sure other people calling. I just wanted to put that out there because that last caller hit a point with me, and it was very good. And I just had to let people know that this does occur.
Right.
And when you guys said, watch your credit cards, watch your receipts, that's the best thing you can do.
Okay, well, thank you. I wanted to say one thing. Stay tuned because I want to bring up something. You brought something up about the medical field, or another caller, I forget. But and then a caller in the chat room is talking about, do you really expect outside to be private anyway? You know what I'm saying? So we're going to take a quick break.
I like that.
I want to talk about something that I know that's going on in the medical field right now that is really, really scary.
Interesting.
With the new healthcare system coming in. And I want to talk about the difference between inside privacy and outside privacy. I mean, how privacy is outside, how private is it really?
Once you're outside.
It's
outside
not
your home or your comfort zone. Yeah.
Exactly. So
I'll be listening because I love this topic.
All right. Thank you very much. StrongIsland.com. DJ Traction. Let's take 5 minutes. We'll come right back. We'll talk more.
That's why stay tuned.
Thank you.
best. You are now rocking with the best. You are now rocking with the best. You are now rocking with the best. You are now rocking, 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 rocking.
right, here we are back again.
That's right, we're back. StrongIsland.com. It's the
weekly
weekly show. That's right. I am LA. This is
I am
F.L.O.W.Z.
We have DJ Traction on the ones and twos. He's filling in for PT Spinner.
Traction is killing it.
He's definitely killing
say.
it. The music, I can say for a fact, every transition, everything is perfect.
He's doing it. He's doing it.
I'm definitely loving it. Like the traction is a good thing. It's a good thing.
It's good looking out. Good looking out. I try.
Not a problem, man. Salute to the traction, man.
Yeah, man.
Definitely salute.
Big up, big up. All right, so I want to shout out to everybody in the chat room.
I want to say
Michelle
that.
Lee.
We got Michelle Lee. We got Evo. We got a lot of people in there.
Yeah, man. So we're talking about privacy.
How private? Is privacy really private?
Is privacy really private? And
let us know what you think.
We had some good conversations, good callers calling in, and we want everybody to call 516-945-9099. Tell us about
how you feel about
privacy issue. But I wanted to bring up something. I have a friend who, actually a couple people, they work in the medical field.
Okay.
And you know, the new healthcare system that the government is bringing in, and I don't want to get political because you know, like
do that.
I'm gonna be honest though.
You want to, but you. I know. I feel you because I be wanting to too, but we can't.
I'm not.
We want to keep it open.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. So I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna say what I know, and basically, you know, the whole system is being, you know, sort of taken over by the government. And as far as computers and being networked and everything. And we have another caller, but I really want to talk about this. StrongIsland.com. Caller, you there?
No.
I should have declined that. All right, cool. Oh, they're back. Hold on. Let's just see what's up. StrongIsland.com, you there?
Yeah. Hello.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Fine. I like to give a shout out to Strong Island and F.L.O.W.Z when I open.
We appreciate it.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it. Have you been listening to what we've been talking about for today, like the topic and the question?
Yes. I feel like there really isn't any privacy because the cops can still get a subpoena and they'll get your phone records, your bank records, any kind of record they want. They just want you to think you got privacy, but you really don't have any.
Okay, so were you saying that you said the cops at any given time they can seize your phone records and your bank records? Like, so basically you're saying the judge or the police, they can get a warrant or something like that, I guess search warrant or information search warrant, I don't know what you call it, but where they can seize all of your laptop, phone bills, all your information like that?
Yep.
I'm sure.
Well, yeah, I can understand. But
if you're suspected of a crime.
Now, what if you're not though, and they still do it? And that's what I'm going to say about.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You can't just do that. But I'm just saying, if there's enough proof where I think that's where you would have to go to a judge and say, listen, we need to get into this guy's records because of this. This leads us to believe that he may have done this, and this. Mm-hmm. They have to prove to the judge to get that order to get those records. I'm sure that they just can't go in there.
But see, that's the thing though. But sometimes.
I don't know.
Well, no. See, that's the thing though, because I don't want to say that I know for sure. But let's just say I know somebody that knows for sure that a lot of certain people they might not always get the proper paperwork to get it. They just use their authority. When I realize when a lot of people see that badge, you know what I'm saying, especially if you're a higher rank, they're gonna look at it like, you know what, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Like he must really need this, and whether he has the paperwork or not, I know you feel what I'm saying?
Well, everything should be by the book, man.
It should be
by the paperwork. You shouldn't be letting anybody see. But I'm sure that stuff happens. But that's just crime in general. That's just shit like that is always going to be in our society. It's exactly. So it's like we're saying with the cameras and everything. Mm-hmm. The only reason we have cameras everywhere is because people are driving like crazy and causing accidents, and people are committing crimes and getting robbed, they're getting mugged, they're getting raped. Yes. Unfortunately, we have to put the cameras there to protect everybody, and at the same time it infringes upon our rights, our privacy.
Of privacy, exactly.
But it's sad, but because society is the way it is, that's why we are living like this. Unfortunately, that's why, because they didn't have cameras, years ago.
But do you notice that but look at the times and how technology has changed, but look at the crime rate has gone along with the technology. And we were saying before that
more white collar crime.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Now the technology has risen, so has the different kind of ways to be a criminal. You don't have to be a physical criminal no more. Mm-hmm. You could be on a computer and be a gangster.
Exactly.
And they can hack into your account.
Yeah,
exactly.
Webcam, all that.
If I was going to be a criminal, that's what I would be.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But and that's what I'm saying, because you don't have to actually be out there on the street doing nothing.
Yeah, man, I don't want to be doing that shit. I'll just stay home.
You should be like just with your fingers all day, like
extract $1 million
real quick and put it in an overseas account here, there, everywhere. But that's what I'm saying though. So it seems like I think it made it worse. I actually think it made it worse because I think the more cameras, the more it's like this. Once you tell somebody not to do it, don't press that button. What they gonna do?
They're gonna do it anyway.
They're gonna exactly. When you see cameras, what you gonna do? Like even though you know they're there, like I don't even care. So I don't know.
All right. Well, we have another call. So listen, thank you so much for calling in. We really appreciate it. Okay.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, you take it easy.
Nope. Sorry.
We heard you.
We got you.
Call us.
StrongIsland.com. You there?
Yes. Hi. How are you guys doing?
Hey. How you doing?
I have two comments to make. I think this is a great topic. The first one is about, I personally don't expect any privacy once I walk out my home. Once I walk out the four walls of my house, I kind of expect I'm going to be watched. And I know you guys mentioned like Easy Pass and the cameras, and as LA you just mentioned, I think the primary purpose of that is totally different than trying to breach our privacy. Mm-hmm. That's my first comment. My second comment kind of goes along with you were starting to mention LA about health issues and health insurance. And my question, I guess, would be, do we expect privacy with our bodies? For example, I have a legal background, and recently there was a case where a person went to the doctor and they got their blood drawn. And to make a long story short, they did some tests with his blood and his DNA, and it ended up being this huge product that could help many people, and they made money off of it. Okay. He felt like they invaded his privacy by using his DNA for studies. So I think privacy and health is definitely a good topic to discuss as well.
Can you stay on the line? I want to bring up something that I was talking about.
Quick question: is this Ebo?
Okay. Yes.
Oh, Ebo, salute.
the-
We definitely were looking at your comments in the chat room.
Ebo, I have been dying to meet you.
Yeah, we love all your comments, man. Especially when you said, "What's the difference between privacy and digital privacy?" And then the 11 million people in 2009. Like it's shocking, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of people. Yeah.
It really is.
So let me just tell my little story that I know that just happened. Is basically I know a couple people in the medical industry, and we're talking about like in doctor's office, and I'm not going to mention any names or companies or anything. Okay, the current president of the United States basically started this healthcare system, and what they have to do to implement this is they have to computerize. They basically have to computerize every doctor's office in the United States with the hospitals, with it all has to be 100% networked. The company that won the bid to install the computers and the software and the whole system to run this is one of the major contributors to the current president. So basically, all right, what's happening now is as we speak, in all these doctors' offices across the United States, all these computer systems are being put in. The girl told me she was in the office. It's been going on for the past 3 weeks. They're setting up these computer systems, and there's a guy with a headset, almost like a security guard, just standing there the whole day. While everybody's installing the computers and they're training everybody, this guy is just standing there, just monitoring everything that's going on.
Wow.
Now, my question to you is, does this mean that the government will know every medical fact from
about
the
everybody.
day you were born up until now, everything that you are going through, have been through? So to me, this is the ultimate. This is the ultimate.
It's the ultimate.
You know what I'm saying? This is our bodies now. This isn't even money. This is our bodies.
I'm about to say, this is our actual. This is if you want to say our temple. You know what I'm saying? This is our temple, and I definitely agree with you on that, because when it starts coming to the body, it's like. When is enough? You know what I'm saying? When is all of my information? Because a lot of insurance companies won't take you, like health insurance, if they know you have prior history of you have certain conditions, because it's you feel me? You're automatically. How can I say? They know that you're gonna kind of come up.
The profit margin, profit margin on you is not going to be as high as everybody else. So
exactly.
they may end up losing money on you, but that's what it's all about.
You're going to be a liability.
Exactly, your liability. Exactly. And it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing. So how can you? That's my thing. Like, how can you use somebody's life or their experiences in life or certain things they've been through in life as a way to, like, you know what I'm saying? Either stop them from getting something, stop them from being higher in the society in any position, anything like that. Now on the law thing that you were saying, Ebo, I agree to a certain extent, because if he was I'm not really, I don't know too much about the law thing, but once you're a suspect, don't they have the right to take your DNA?
They do. They do have the right to take your DNA.
Yeah. So and with that being said, like, we have to know, as the person that's the defendant or whatever, or being the suspect, if you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, you gotta know the law and know what you can and can't. You feel me? Because
if they suspect you of a crime and they come to your door and they're gonna ask you for a DNA sample. So if you say no,
suspecting and actually being charged are two different things. Because you can suspect me all you want, I don't have to give you nothing.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Well, they can get a search warrant and get your DNA then.
Yeah.
But if you're only just a suspect, but like you said, if you're convicted, yeah.
To get that search warrant, they have to go to a judge and prove that it's worthy of there's a reason. It's not just.
Oh, I got to do it. A quick question, Ebo. So, all right. So now, even if I'm only a suspect and not, like, I know I watched First 48 and stuff, but even if I'm only a suspect and I haven't been charged with anything, they don't really have nothing specific on me, they can get a warrant. They can have what information? How much information can they have? Enough to get a warrant but not charge me? You see what I'm saying? Like, I understand. So to me, that's like an oxymoron.
Yeah, but they have to have sufficient circumstantial evidence, at least, to prove They can't just say, "Oh, we got a feeling. We have a gut feeling that this guy did it." They can. The judge is not going to give them a warrant to get somebody's DNA for that.
So, wait,
they got to whatever they can do without getting warrants. They got to gather that information, take that to the judge, and say, "Listen, this is what we do. We track this. This is everything that we could do. It all ties in. We feel that this, will all add up," and they prove it. And then if the judge feels, I think you're on the right path, go for it. I'll allow it.
So why don't? I'm sorry. Just a little quick question or comment. So should we kick? Me personally, why not kick reasonable doubt out the what you call it? Because like my thing is that if they saying about not even a reasonable doubt, but if they saying like, all right, well, they pulled me over because they had like they are not suspicious or like they had doubt about certain things, that shouldn't be out since they have to have enough evidence on me, it shouldn't be no kind of reasonable doubt.
With the particular, if you're talking about a search warrant in particular, it's probable cause. Probable cause is higher than reasonable doubt or reasonable suspicion. So in the legal world, probable cause is like a bigger standard. From a regular person, they may think, oh, that's not that big of a deal. But in the courts, you have probable cause means you have like sufficient, I think what LA said, sufficient facts and like reasonable cause to believe that this person is involved in the crime, and then they can't get your DNA. Yeah. But then the next question is, even if they get your DNA, what are they doing with it?
I'm about to say that.
Sending it to a third party? Are they just housing it somewhere and keeping it there?
Because they use it for that case, and then what do they do?
How do you know it doesn't get mixed up with somebody else's or contaminated?
Another case, I'm about to say another contamination sent to some research lab to see about, let's see how these people's great grandchildren is going to look like. You know what I'm saying? You never know. So at the end of the day, how is it private? Is you know what I'm saying? Like,
all right. So listen, I don't want to interrupt you, Evo. Thank you so much.
We appreciate it, Evo.
Thank you.
We want to keep it rolling. Thank you so much.
All right, have a good night.
How about you too? Cool, are you there? StrongIsland.com.
Yes. I wanted to add to the last caller, Evo. She stated LA was talking about the medical industry, and she was also speaking of it as well along the legal terms. There is a book that's a New York Times bestseller. It's called The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. And her cells are called the HeLa, H-E-L-A cells. Mm-hmm. I'll just give you what it says on the front of the book, and it's an excellent book. I recommend anyone read it if you're worried about privacy and DNA. Doctors took her cells without asking. Those cells never died. They launched a medical revolution and a multi-million-dollar industry. More than 20 years later, her children just found out, and now they're trying to get some sort of compensation for her cells. And to make a long story short, she had cancer. She died from the cancer, yet her cells that they took from her continue to grow, and they use those cells to help fight cancer throughout the entire world. And she does absolutely nothing for it. So they can do what they want as long as no one knows what they're doing with your DNA.
Now, quick question with the DNA and your organs and stuff. Is that if you sign your license, or that? I mean, I know they probably gonna do it anyway, but I know a lot of people actually sign in their license if they're in a certain accident, or if they might not make it, they can give their DNA, their organs, their liver, whatever, to whoever for research. Or you just saying in general?
You could do that, but whether you do it or not, unfortunately,
they still do it.
I'm not saying they do it, but I will say there are graveyard robberies.
Okay.
Where they literally take bodies from the graveyard and they sell the parts. Just
I've heard of
simple.
that. I've definitely heard of that.
That's crazy.
I've seen that in the movies too, like where they actually they sell. They actually
the funeral homes, and they put like broomsticks and shit.
Yeah, you got a dude coming through. You know what I'm saying, with two cute what do you call those things that you? Coolers, and you got I got livers over here, I got hearts, I got, you feel me? It's like, I got this liver right here, what you need? You know what I'm saying? I got this new liver, you feel me? Yeah, right in your jacket.
No, you gotta have that lined up, because that body part's only gonna last so long.
Yeah, so on ice.
You gotta have a connection.
On ice or something. Yeah, you definitely gotta have a connection.
That's crazy though. Selling and transporting body parts, I want nothing to do with it. Like, cause that. So think about your karma. Think about your karma. I think everything, whatever goes around comes around. I believe in it so much. So just think about what's gonna happen to you when you're no longer, your soul's no longer on this earth.
That's right.
So
crazy.
Yeah, we appreciate
that. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
So very much. As usual, you always enlighten me, and I appreciate the knowledge you provide.
Oh, thank you. You provide a lot of knowledge
too. We appreciate you. We appreciate the callers, everybody listening, everybody giving us their feedback on what we're talking about. Because the whole point of the question of the day is to get everybody interacting and get their mechanisms moving in their minds.
And we all learn things from each other.
That's right. We're all learning from everybody,
Absolutely,
basically.
And I love it.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
All right. Take care.
All right. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
All right, cool. StrongIsland.com.
Oh,
I want to shout out all the viewers, man. Is out of control.
Oh,
today,
yeah.
so.
We're doing pretty good on viewers. And I want to give a shout out to a lot of people in the chat room again. I do see it says 631 in the building. So I'm definitely going to say salute 631. Definitely salute 516, all the area codes around here. But I just happened to see that. So I'm like, okay, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to say like another 2 more things about, you know what I'm saying, certain things that they saying. Like I already said, the one fact that the number of people affected by identity theft in 2009 was 11 million. And that's in 2009. Let's just imagine how much technology from 2009 to 2012. You know what I'm saying? The technology has risen like to the umpteenth degree. You know what I'm saying? Then the second thing they're saying is identity theft is one of the country's fastest growing crimes. And data tracking, collecting, and selling is only making it easier. So at the end of the day, that goes back to that unaffiliated third party.
Yo, I'm like overwhelmed. Ebo is killing me in the chat room.
Yo, she's technical
stuff.
That's the thing. She really has a legal background. Like she's actually in law school.
Yeah, man.
That's why I love, you know what I'm saying, when she talks about whatever she's talking about.
Yeah.
Like she's just good. Yeah, that's real talk, man. I'm serious, man.
No
Salute
doubt.
the Ebo, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, so you know, we talked about basically like privacy as far as general privacy of people seeing us, so you know, cameras and privacy inside our homes, and then we talked about financial privacy,
exactly.
You know, getting
on your phone, phone,
records.
When I say records,
information basically stolen for us, and then we talked about like body parts and your DNA and your cells and stuff like that being stolen. So man,
it's crazy.
I feel like so out there, it's ridiculous.
Now we have just 2 more things or 3 more things. Now you got you have a lot of people or companies making the business out of selling your personal information. We already talked about the celebrities having no privacy. Then they have, like I said, cameras at every intersection, cameras on every building and in parking lots, GPS trackers, Easy Pass, and toll. Like I know at the time you're thinking like, well, I could just hurry. I gotta sit at this line or sit on this line when you on like on let's say I-95 if you on your 440, wherever you're going. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's a good thing and a bad thing with the easy tolls, because it's good because let's just say if anything was you've ever charged with something and they said that you were in this state and your actual Easy Pass said that you weren't, like you already passed into another state, so it actually it saves you. Yeah. But on the other side, they always know where you're going at all times.
You know what? If you're not doing anything wrong, then you really got nothing to worry about.
Very
you know
true.
what I'm saying? I know deep down, you're right. But unfortunately, the way our society, our civilization, it's just a shame that we have to resort to these measures to keep us safe.
Yeah,
that's
it's
the
bad.
problem right there. So
you're 100% right, LA. Like I can't even knock that.
Yeah, man, it's a shame, but all I can say is really good question, man. We really got a lot of people calling in, a lot of people talking, a lot of opinions. Definitely,
that's
nice.
What's up, man. That was the whole point, man. I'm gonna try to keep coming. Like everybody that was listening, all the supporters, everybody that's in the chat room, everybody that called in, everybody that's a member of StrongIsland.com. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to keep all the questions coming. Always stay tuned to the weekly show.
That's right. And become a member, StrongIsland.com, because you post the question every week.
Every week. That's right. I put the question up. So you can see the question before you even see us.
As a blog.
On the blog. Or, I'm sorry, you see it as a blog early in the day. And I'm sorry, I just got caught up with something. But now you can see me live stream now, but you can always see me earlier. Oh, did you see my face? I'm sorry. When did y'all see
what
this?
happened?
My face. I just did the Macaulay Culkin on camera because the dog just grabbed my.
Did you see that?
She grabbed my Pepsi off the ground and
crazy.
She was, I'm shocked.
I felt something going on underneath, and I didn't know what it was. And then I seen her go, and then I'm like, oh, it's the dog. And all of a sudden, she's walking away with the pet. And I looked at you,
Pepsi.
and well, I'm like, holy shit.
But like, I literally just did the Macaulay Culkin, like I just didn't put my hands to the face. My jaw dropped to the floor.
That was incredible. that was incredible.
Daisy, I appreciate. I guess that was the perfect way to. Yes, it was.
Yo, that was a Pepsi moment.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was definitely a Pepsi moment.
Too bad we didn't have that on camera. That was hysterical.
That'd have been perfect. But you're gonna see my face when you go back. And you're gonna be like, oh my god. You're gonna be like, I cannot believe F.L.O.W.Z.
I bet you my face too when I first saw that. I was like, what the hell is that? She's walking away with the Pepsi bottle. That was crazy.
She's smart, but yeah, man. Definitely shout out to, I'm about to say shout out. This is definitely live, and shout out to Daisy because this is only the dog I know that can open the door and close the door on her own.
And take a Pepsi whenever she wants
and go drink it and then bring it back so I can drink it.
Cool, man. We were saying become a member, StrongIsland.com.
That's right.
Follow us on Twitter. I'm Bob at Bobby LaSerra. That's
you got to follow me at F.L.O.W.Z, the #1 eye open. It's all at Twitter, and this is all no spaces in between.
Facebook is the same thing.
Same thing.
And my Facebook is the same thing. Bobby LaSerra also. And,
that's right.
Strong Island NY and Strong Island NY on Facebook and Twitter. So we're gonna take 5 more minutes, and I'm gonna come back with Miss Cookie. We're gonna talk a little bit about Whitney Houston and.
That's right. So everybody, please stay tuned.
Stay tuned. All right, we have that coming up, and then we have JT in the 100% PR show.
What about we also have Peg Star and Cheyenne?
No, Peg is not coming tonight.
Okay, I'm gonna miss y'all.
So that's why we extended it tonight, and that's what we did a great job. We had a lot of viewers, and everybody was calling. So yo, man, good job.
That's what's up. I appreciate all the support, all the viewers. Stay tuned,
all right,
please.
Stay tuned. Traction, take us out.
Take us out.
5 minutes. StrongIsland.com. The weekly show.
Big L, rest in peace.